Scott Disick to Kourtney Kardashian, how are you over me? Right now, it feels pretty safe to say that Kourtney Kardashian and Scott Disick aren't ever getting back together. But like, for real this time. They originally broke up back in the summer of 2015, after Scott was photographed canoodling with another woman. Kourtney started hooking up with Justin Bieber. Scott went off the deep end. It was a bad time. But eventually, the two of them were able to work things out a bit, at least enough for them to be able to parent their 3 children together. And although Kourtney began doing whatever it is that she's doing with Jens Benjamin last fall, there were several reports that she and Scott were considering getting back together, even up until this January. What happened in January that caused everything to change? Complete and utter chaos, that's what. The whole Kardashian clan went on a family vacation to Costa Rica then, and Scott came too. He brought along some girl, but he kept her hidden away in his hotel room, until Kim found her. Kim lost her mind, called the girl a whore and then called Scott the same thing. He got fed up and left the vacation early to go to Miami, where he kicked off his latest bender. He began drinking lots and hooking up with various women, and that behavior lasted for months. As far as we know, it's still happening. And Kourtney is officially over it. But, as a source tells Hollywood Life, Scott still doesn't get that, and he especially hates Jens. Scott really isn't happy about Kourtney dating Jens, the source claims. He hates the fact that Jens is younger and hotter, and it drives Scott crazy that Kourtney is clearly really into him. The big problem is apparently that Scott has always assumed that Kourtney would be there waiting for him, no matter what. He thought that he could go off and party, hook up with other chicks, and disappear for weeks on end, and that Kourtney would just take him back. Yeah, that's not exactly how things work, buddy. Especially when you've got 3 kids. The source goes on to say that it's been a really serious shock to Scott's system to realize that's not the case, and that Kourtney's moved on. It turns out that, just like the rest of us, he's been seeing lots of photos of the happy couple, going on vacation together or just walking around town, and it cuts Scott like a knife. But, as this insider points out, Scott had his chance, many times, and each and every time he blew it, so he has no one to blame but himself. Have truer words ever been spoken? Meanwhile, Kourtney is truly done with being taken for granted and treated like a doormat. She's really happy with Jens. She's happier than she has been in years. In fact, Jens treats Kourtney so well, and makes her feel really good about herself once again. Hilariously, the source adds that Scott can sulk and bitch all he wants, Kourtney's done with him once and for all, and he has no one to blame for that than himself. Yeah, just gonna have to get over it, Scott.